Hello and welcome to the Scar and Toph show featuring Toph and Scar. So I thought a great place to start with this Ladanus episode, coming off of a huge performance, you know, shocked people. People were saying in the chat, who is Ladanus? And now there's no question as to who Ladanus is. Right. A great place to start is by talking about me and my accomplishments in the past. Yeah. Ladanus, 5th place. What an accomplishment.
It's amazing, dude. Even better than 6th.
Thank you. Thank you.
I can imagine that it would be better than 6th. I can imagine that it would be better than 6th. I don't know anybody who's ever gotten 6th because it's not real. How long have you been playing the game?
I started in 2009. I played in Pittsburgh. And then in 2011, I switched to League of Legends. And
a character in, what's that game where you turn into animals and you fight?
Ooh,
you know
Twilight
about, right?
Princess.
No.
And then we played a lot. Eventually, I switched from Puff to Sheik. And then I remember I played him once, and
What did you just say? Who switched from Puff to Sheik?
I was originally a Puff player in 2009.
Oh. So then Borp comes over.
So Borp comes over, and I play him, and I remember I down threw him, and he teched away, and I ran up and waited for him to spot dodge. And grabbed him, and I think this blew his mind. Like he'd never seen
this
anyone...
unlocked this whole new world for Borp.
Sickest thing of all time.
And all he ever wanted to do from then on in his whole life is do spot dodge grab mix-ups.
Was I there day one?
No, pretty soon after. Okay. You were my first ranked win.
I see.
And so eventually, after I'm beating him, and he tells me, you know, this strategy won't work on better players. You're going to have to approach them.
Ooh. That sounds like such a Scar thing to say back in like when I was really bad. Did I tell you that one time when my homie, we were playing Fox Falcon, he's learning Fox, and he shine spiked me over and over. Every stock, because I would always jump forward, he would just read the double jump forward and shine spike me. And he would beat me like 4 or 5 times in a row, and I was like, dude, listen, we get it. You can shine spike me. Can you figure out some other way to edge guard me so that like you can get better? Like this is not proving anything. And like in retrospect, it's like no, stop jumping forward. But like I was so pissed, which is what Luis did to you.
Yeah.
He said, "Okay, I get it. You can beat me. I'm not strong enough to beat the strategy, but you better find another way to deal with this game because other players are going to beat you."
But what you're really saying is I can't figure out how to do what you're doing at all.
Yes.
I remember the first time I played homemade waffles in friendlies. I back threw him off the stage and back aired him, and then he died and said, "Are you proud of that?"
I'd be overshadowed by his power in the game. That said, I saw some posts on Facebook from Sam Rohar saying that Captain Falcon is broken, the best character in the game, etc., etc. And to me, the appropriate response was, Ladanus, Sheik is stupid, and so are you. Tournaments, which broke my heart, by the way, because I am here for you, the people. That said, how did that happen where you were on Facebook talking about Captain Falcon being the best character, which is clearly false? I, on the other hand, can say that Ladanus is an idiot for just down-throwing me over and over, also false, but it came to such an explosive head.
Well, I think from my perspective, I don't really shit-talk Captain Falcon players.
That's true.
I really stick to the character.
That's true.
And I don't feel that you shit-talked Sheik at all,
That
actually.
is a really good point. Those are actually very simple concepts that when put together kind of illustrate the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Worse, Sheik or Falcon. Wait, so we should talk about, what are your views on Sheik?
So I think Sheik is a low tier.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Sheik loses to any character who has access to...
How do I know where Ladanus ends and Sam begins? This is my problem.
No.
How do I know if this is truly what's in your mind or if this is just nonsense that you spout for the joke? Sheik is a low-tier character.
Go on.
Yeah.
I will listen.
She can... But Falcon is heavier, so he can crouch cancel.
He also gets his ass beat harder when he gets hit and popped up.
That's completely false.
No, it's not.
As effectively as he can launch her.
Oh, forward tilt's no good.
No, you crouch cancel that.
I crouch cancel forward tilt.
Yes.
What about when you grab? Grab is the answer to crouch cancel. I don't understand. Grab is her best tool. That's actually what you do.
Wait a minute.
I want to answer that one question. Why don't you just grab when I crouch cancel? Why is that bad?
Because I can. That's how Sheik plays the matchup. But Falcon can
What's
do the
my
same
answer
thing
when you
better.
crouch cancel?
Grab.
No, you crouch under my grab! Are you kidding me? You literally crouch under my grab. I grab like an idiot. Why am I doing this? Why don't I do what Marth does and grab the whole stage? Why do I have to T-Rex grab? We're going to a break. We're going to be back to settle this. Jesus Christ. Let's get in the game right now.
Back.
We have fixed the audio issues. We have also just done some tests in the lab, and it turns out that Falcon indeed can grab Sheik when she is crouching. So, okay.
If he couldn't do that, Sheik would win the matchup.
But you can walk. See, this is actually one of my big problems with Falcon. I feel like he can't walk the way that she can walk. Because she has the...
Well, she can't dash dance the way Falcon can.
Yes, but... I push me and have you have your defensive moves, whereas I have to really commit.
I think okay, so I think Falcon's aerials all link into each other under every circumstance and always kill you.
Okay.
But
But
Falcon players think it's cooler if
Right.
you do a different order.
such as
Like Wizrobe always does up, 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 up,
right,
which is lame
right because he only does
because he only does one direction. But players such as S2J
yeah.
often do many orders, like up, back, forwards, and like up, down, forwards sometimes.
Right.
You know? And it all works.
Forwards is knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is it true that you call it forward air instead of knee to like sort of take power away from
yeah,
it?
and down air.
I'm so upset by this conversation. I would not have gotten 5th at Genesis. It was based on my intelligence, my study of the game,
Yes.
my prediction
Yes.
and reaction to
Yes.
the opponent's DI,
Yup.
such that I could string together moves that end in a knee when the opponent's percentage is high enough. It's actually very challenging.
Against Sheik, that percentage is about 30. Because she has a joke recovery.
No! No! Sheik's so good! At all, but any donations will go to... I don't want him to hear it, but he has to hear it. Luna and Spencer for being the MVPs of the show.
Did he just mute you? Any donations will go to Luna and Spencer.
I
Yeah.
hate every matchup. Traditionally, I've literally hated every single matchup for Falcon. I can't think of a single one that I enjoy, even Dittos. So I think that every matchup's 90-10 versus me anyway.
Did you see his scab tweet?
I did not.
Where he basically said that, and he said it. And if you closely study this footage of me versus Gatsu, you might find that even the Falcon Ditto is grossly in Falcon's
Oh
favor.
my god. Gatsu
So that
wrecked
was
me,
so
dude.
that was really mean.
Gatsu
by
destroyed
Scab.
me. Holy shit. Especially when I get
I know.
grabbed.
So you're like the anti-Sheik. You're like
Yes.
the Sheik main. So
Yes.
as the middle ground, I think there are things Sheik does that are very.
Because you
free-
play Sheik a little bit.
I play Sheik a little bit. There are things Sheik does. If
No.
you well no. 'cause
My
if
grab
you're
is
like-
still like this.
if you-
like even if I get hit by
Lord
max,
crouch cancels,
Oh my God.
F tilt, and then run in grabs.
that's so good.
none does that.
Because what I used to do is I used to shield it and nair, but that doesn't work anymore.
Because they crouch cancel.
There's a common theme. In
So it's
both
the
sides
same
of this
thing.
matchup.
Yeah.
I'm frustrated by crouch cancel, but also I don't combat it at all. I play right into crouch cancel.
or utilize it.
Yes. Yes, I do neither of those things. You ever played Falcon?
I don't like playing Falcon at all.
You guys should literally do a Sheik versus Falcon set.
I will beat your ass.
2 out of 3.
My
I'll
Falcon?
destroy you.
Your
Is it possible for me to lose this? That's the real question. I don't think that it's possible.
Are you
which-
playing grab up throw? That's never do that.
Dude,
one.
her dash dance is literally impossible.
Yeah, okay, so you have to.
But speaking of Captain Falcon,
Mm.
you were
Yeah.
going to tell us a story about when you hung out with Florida, and Gatsu told you this revolutionary new
Oh
20
God!
GX
Yeah,
tech.
this is kind of an aside. This doesn't really have to do with Laudandis.
But we do need to share this
but we-
because it will inform why we've discussed 20 GX at the level that we do, where it
Right.
feels like there's an over-optimization maybe.
Okay, so first of all, I don't know Gravy and Wizard that well. I haven't really talked to them that much, although I like them a lot. I have talked to Gatsu a lot. I think that guy's really funny. So anyway, me and Gatsu were sitting down and we're like, I think we were playing some friendlies or we were just hanging out as Paragon LA, which actually was in Ontario, California, so it was a misnomer. But yeah, we're hanging out at Paragon. And like, I was asking Gatsu. Oh right, because Gatsu had like a really close set, I think, in PM with like I Punch Kids or something. Like I think he might have beaten him or almost beaten him or something. And I was like, yeah, like how's that matchup? How's it going? He's like, yeah, I just figured out that he's an up throw character, not a down throw character. And then we were talking about, we just started talking about like gameplay, and I was like, yeah, how's the whole 20GX thing going? How are you improving it? Smash and all this stuff. And he's like, dude, you don't even understand the level that like me and Wazir are on now.
They hit a new level.
Gatsu is like we're so good at Falcon Dittos that no one can touch us at Falcon Dittos. We're so next level in the Falcon Ditto. This is what happens now. So like this is how far we've come. No one's even close to this. Where because we're so good at reaction tech chasing, like when Wizrup grabs me, I just know he's going to go for the reaction tech chase, which he's so good at. So I know that to make it as hard as possible for him to reaction tech chase me, I tech in place. And that's so, and then he does the same thing to me. But we're so good now at the Falcon Ditto that when we think the opponent is going to tech in place, instead of reaction tech chasing, we'll call it out and we'll literally do like a stomp or a knee on the tech in place option as a read. That's how far, like, and I was looking at him, I'm like,
dog.
Wow. That's really futuristic. No one has ever thought to do that before. And he's like, yeah, like we literally don't.
20GX has hit the new level, aka 2006.
Yes.
So this is based on a video that. So if you guys didn't know, Marth on Dreamland actually has a weird animation where he like trips.
Yeah.
It's when Wispy like blinks his eyes, his or her eyes. I don't.
Right.
Wispy
And then if
wrong.
Marth does anything, his sword like doesn't come out.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
it's
someone
Peef made a video of this in like 2011 or something.
And I was upset about this because
you had Trucido later had uploaded.
Yes.
AKA Bobby Scar had uploaded a video.
Yes.
Of
Explaining this
with really neat editing, with cool music and everything.
the Batman sounds.
And Bobby Scar Newman, and we added this to the Twitch Slack, which is our internal chat, where if you type !Scar, you see this image taken from a YouTube video.
Welcome to 2005, you stupid son of a bitch.
So that's
Which is language that I wouldn't use today, but I think that the profanity just adds so
I
much.
think it really adds.
Sometimes
certain
it just
punch to
hits
it.
you in a certain way.
And so that didn't really work out for him at all. Like I was never in the corner. I was never in the corner in a bad way.
Very well, and it seemed like there were memes on memes. There is some fresh meme generation going on in Ladandis' heart, and I heard some of these and I was kind of blown away.
Okay, name
There were some anime references that I heard that blew me away.
Yes.
We talked a little bit about Neji.
So
Naruto
the Naruto story is that in Naruto, there's a fight between Neji and Naruto, where Neji outplays him for the whole match.
He literally beats his ass.
He does like this like 128 hit combo, which makes me think of reaction tech chasing. He's like perfectly reaction tech chasing Naruto all through the whole fight. He's like playing super well. He's like a Sheik, and then Naruto's this fox who's just getting whooped.
Literally a fox. By the way.
A
He
fox.
literally has fox inside of him.
And then Neji's whooping him, and then Naruto just randomly catches on fire, hits him, does a stupid combo.
Definitely up B, Sakurai combo.
He does a stupid fucking Sakurai combo to Neji, and then gives this whole speech about the power of friendship and hard work. And that really is what it's like playing Sheik against Fox players. Because you perfectly tech chase them, randomly get wake up shined or fucking Sakurai comboed, and then they give you a speech about how they have really good tech skill and practice a lot, and you're just playing an easy character who can only win if they mess up. So we've been referring to the Sakurai combo as the hard work and friendship.
Yeah, Neji like practices like 1,000-year technique passed on from generations to generations. God damn it, Fox.
I played Hugs at HTC Throwdown, and at one point during the set, he buffered like 4 spot dodges in a row. And I ran up and I tried to grab him, and I got spot dodged on the 4th one, and he down smashed and killed me. And I heard someone behind me yell, "He conditioned him!"
Did either of you guys watch the multi-tournament?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I loved that.
So I watched about 75 seconds of that video and I turned it off. Unfortunately, Sophie was
get the gist?
Sophie was in the room as well, and so she was hearing this and she was just like, "Who is this man talking?" And I was like, "Honey, don't worry about it."
When Fruit Loop first came to NorCal, I went to his house and played him. And the first day I played him was fine. Then the second day I went back to his house, he only played Fox the whole day.
You guys need to pay attention to him, by the way, because this is a great font of many of
I'm listening.
modern Loudandis memes.
So he played. He probably won like 30 friendlies in a row, like a lot with his Fox. And his Falco was not consistently winning. It was very back and forth. Falco versus Sheik.
Yeah.
But Fox was winning like every game, and eventually I won a couple games, and he started getting just really salty.
Okay.
Like, he started like complaining. He like stopped playing and made me play his roommate for a little while. I was like what?
Okay.
So I asked him, and he was like, I'm just salty because I keep messing up my execution and running into your moves and getting hit. I'm like, you're not outplaying me. And I was like, yeah, I understand. My execution's kind of bad too. I keep like messing up my reaction tech chase.
You're trying to empathize with him.
Yeah, I'm
You're
trying to empathize with him.
Yeah.
And he fucking responds, I think your execution's great. You just have a lot of really bad ideas.
That happened? Those words came out of
was like,
someone's mouth?
What the fuck?
Ever since then, the word ideas has been completely ruined for us.
Yeah, completely ruined. I can't even hear someone say the word ideas
Right.
without just being like,
So
oh,
I don't know
it's
if you
Fruit
guys
Loop.
saw, but if you follow Laudatus on Twitter, the other
Austin doesn't come over. I'm like, all right, cool. I have nothing. I have no setup. He's like, all right, I have a setup. No worries. And then he said, okay, but my CRT is too big, so I'm not going to come over after all. I'm very sad about this. I go to Goodwill, buy a CRT. I also then the next day am returning my garbage to the Richmond, the El Cerrito Recycling Center, which, by the way, is like a day spa
I don't like
for garbage.
I don't like where the story is
This
going.
is the most amazing recycling center of all time. Everybody's happy.
Okay.
Okay.
Sun's
I
out.
need to check this place
The
out.
signs are beautiful. I knew exactly where to recycle everything. And a wonderful old man
Yeah.
is lugging a CRT towards the
Oh,
electric,
no.
throwaway station.
Yeah.
And I asked him, good sir, would you mind if I take that CRT television home?
Yeah.
And he said, I don't mind. It's my son's girlfriend's. I don't care what you do with it. I picked it up. It has component inputs. It's got outputs. It's
Oh, wow.
perfect. So now I have a CRT in the house, etc., etc. Now I have to go to GameStop to buy a Wii, which I did. I got the Wii. The guy asked me if I want any games. And I said, if you have Super Smash Bros. Melee, I will take it. And he said, no, but I have Brawl.
Okay.
And I said, no, thank you. And he said, are you sure? Super Smash Bros. Brawl, man, that's a really good game. And I was so tempted to tell him, look, man, you don't understand the can of worms that you're trying to open right now. I'm trying to keep the cap on.
Right.
But I can tell you about my life in 2008 when I went to buy a soldering iron to open up my Wii to solder a chip onto the Wii such that I could play an ISO from Japan early. I know about Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I will not buy it from you, but I appreciate the offer.